Так, народик, всем привет. Вчера просто были некоторые... Ну, я уснул просто вчера, не смог. Так что как-то вот так вот. Так что поехали играть дальше. Будем сейчас смотреть, что и как. Будем проходить сейчас игру с вами. Так, пару минуток. Подождите. Так. Сегодня, думаю, больше поиграем, чем вчера 45 минут. Сейчас будем разбираться, как это все правильно сделать. Я только не понял, надо, чтобы 3 полоски было в каждом снаряжении или сколько? Ну, сейчас попробую на ультру выставить. У меня лагать очень сильно будет, так что давать на минималках. Поиграем. Сейчас мне загрузится все. Ну что, поехали. Так, значит, у нас 15 уровень с вами. Так, что там дополнительный контент? А, это нужно, наверное... Или это у меня уже есть? Ну ладно, поехали. Сейчас выручай комнате, короче. Так, где у меня что? Так. Где еще кто? Так, пускай ест. Так, где эта птица у меня? Летающая. Так, подождите-ка. В инвентаре же должен... У меня же птицы-то нет в инвентаре, я так думаю. Твари. Твари никаких нету. Так, задание. Потом с Себастьяном встретимся. Он, может, чему-то научит. Я только вот птицу не могу свою найти. Куда она делась? Золотоглазки. Так, что у нас здесь? Не, ну очень красиво бы сказал. Я птицу не могу найти свою, не то что. Пушинка. Вот эти вот гуляют. А где летучий-то у меня? Летает или где она? Вообще я не могу найти что-то. Странно. Он же мне еще летал, ладно. Позже с ней разберусь. Так. Добавить характеристику предмета одежды. А, вот как надо
Came
будет
up nicely.
делать.
I should show Deke.
Так, надо к Дику подойти. Так. Это тут делается. Так, тут что у меня варится. Что варится? У меня уже 7 штук.
I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Beak suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Сейчас Дик предлагает вам посетить виварий и посмотреть на спасенных вами существ.
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of
Почему можно
clothing?
зачаровать?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality.
А, только определенно.
Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Всё, да? Так, теперь что? Так, теперь нам нужно будет... Себастьян нам нужен. Астрономическая башня. Ну, тут уже надо заклинание менять. Сейчас заклинание только выставлю на нужные места. Потом все равно придется их менять. Так, значит, это сюда. Так, это что у нас с бильярдом, сколько он? Так, сюда. А вот новинка, наверное, пока что. Вот пускай будет акцию мощь. Это мощь, это тоже мощь. Пускай будет такая. Так, ладно, поехали. У нас пока что туман. Сейчас Себастьян нам что-нибудь скажет, либо он будет нам с новым заклинанием каким-то. Вот мы ему помогаем, в принципе. Пока что.
Boy, can you help me?
Так, подожди со своей помощью. Сначала я к Себастьяну пойду, потом тебе помогай буду. Сначала сюжет давайте пройдем. Так. Текстуры еще прогружаются, так что... Где он там? Себастьян.
Ugh.
Шо, кто там? Блять. Где-то что-то пропустил, да?
Revelio.
Где-то здесь что-то летало вроде. Вот, видишь, потом поймаю. А тут книжка какая-нибудь. Гнев. Ну, ужас, конечно. Так, чего мы Себастьян-то выучит? Что это там? Да. А, это я. Все понял. Да, мне не нужна ядовитая таракула. Не метла сейчас нужна. А, нельзя. Ну, нельзя, так нельзя.
What are you up to now?
Что вы здесь? Что? Кто? Так. Здесь надо чтобы призывать пошедшее верховое животное. Так, лунный камень. Грибы. Блять. Не таракула нужна, блин, мне метла нужна. Теперь-то можно? Полетать хочу. О! Неужели? Долина Хогвартса. Да, он меня там ведет-то. Где он есть вообще? Сейчас. А я могу летать, вы ничего не сделаете. Ну ты и место выбрал. Это от ведьмы недалеко же, да, получается? Мы здесь были вроде.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Так, а тут у нас что? Ага. Тут враги у нас, понял. Вот сюда вернемся. Далеко от Хогвартса где-то мы.
Brother who works at Gringotts. Could pay me enough to sit behind a desk.
You made it.
Ну что ты хочешь от меня?
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Ну, пошли к дяде.
This way.
Дайте полетать.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight.
К дяде. Ну, пошли к дяде. И чё?
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
What you've done.
I'm sorry.
Уходи. Вообще-то не он, а они оба.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault.
Чёрт,
It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts. But I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Я что-то...
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
You sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, we'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Где Себастьян?
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
Ну что, тут они оба правы. Он хочет не трогать и пускай все идет, а как бы он хочет помочь и как бы вот. Ой, бля.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow.
Друг на друга
Or he's
кричат
calling me my
собаки.
father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Ну,
All the
пошли.
debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that
Посмотрим,
abandoned
чем
estate.
закончится история.
They've been digging for something.
Ну, если Себастьян что-то сделает херово и не понимающее, то как бы я против него. Уже с ним как бы...
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Но проклятие лечит только если это эльфы сделали домовые, как бы гоблины и тому подобное. Только они снимут чары, скорее всего. Бля. Пошел вон отсюда.
You've made your last mistake.
Сиреневая, да?
Stop it! It's
Гремлин, блин. Что виноватый план. Блин, нихуя себе. А ну пошел вон отсюда.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Ничего, куда? Дальше.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelt smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard.
Всегда, блин, знаете, не ходит ни с кем, потому что как бы боятся туда идти, не знаю что. А Гриффиндор, да пойдешь ты, пойду, конечно, чем не бояться. У нее не было шансов убежать.
It sounds as if the loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts legacy centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio.
Неизвестный наряд. Ага. Что здесь у нас? Пока ничего не... Ну, еще посмотрим.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Rebellion.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Сюда залезть можно?
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendium.
Вот другой. Где проход должен же быть. Так.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendium. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the
Ну да, я
keepers.
помню это.
The keepers?
Она всю
Like
деревню
in
потом
Quidditch?
стрелять хотела.
And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts, where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Oh, a stairwell.
Себастьян, ты не поешь сыкло такое? Ага.
Incendio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell? They've left all of this simply strewn about.
Big.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Rebellion. Confringo.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Incendio.
I know it sounds strange, but
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
fair enough. I can see the undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait, we can get straight to the undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. Perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
Рыцари будут. Вот я не
I'm
удивлюсь
tempted to
даже.
hold my breath.
Крипто войти. Поразительно, блядь. Вот, если там рыцари, я не удивлен, даже буду. Миллион рыцарей, еще что-нибудь, пауки и тому подобное. У нас все заклинания готовы к бою. Есть сербина, отвар, все есть как бы. Так что, я думаю, мы справимся. Ну, тут по-любому босс, наверное, еще какой-нибудь будет. Как обычно в конце. Ну, не всегда, конечно, но... Если это испытание кого-то, оказалось бы, то это было вообще супер. Ну ладно, сейчас посмотрим.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
Let's have a look.
Couldn't bring it.
Подождите, не все еще тут перебил, может тут что-то есть еще. Я просто так отсюда не уйду. Нет, видно, тут ни хрена больше нет. А, есть. Дуэльные. Угу.
Anything helpful in the notes?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
И куда нам дальше? Так, по заданиям нам надо астрономия.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbatum Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Так, в Хогвартс, если ты пышнуться, то это... Куда-нибудь... Переместиться. Ой. Посмотрим, чем закончится эта история. Ну да, тут хранители жили, и что-то они скрывают по этим руинам, вот по этим всем. Самому интересно. Ожидать.
Ally and friend. And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Подзорную трубу, как она называется правильно. Ну я почти угадал.
Still, you don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Так.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear?
Гриффиндорец замерз?
Dismissed.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. but my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Так, я не понял, куда идти-то?
How am I supposed to find Sirius? My hands are too cold to use a telescope.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for study. Do not let
А вы
it be
этим
wasted.
поговорить не хотите? А, походу нет. Ну, пошли поговорим.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
Судя по всему, один из них может быть прямо здесь, в Хогвартсе. Мы могли бы использовать его для поиска скрытых созвездий. И тебе нужна помощь в поисках?
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in?
Да, так ты.
No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Звучит увлекательно, я в деле.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Идем. Ну, пошли. Что нам предстоит сейчас, интересно? Что другие-то боятся туда идти?
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform. Something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing.
Ну, пошли.
It's nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good
Да,
to
мне
leave the
тоже
classroom now and
интересно.
then.
Пошли, давай уже. Тут на тебя
It's not
нападут, и я
that
буду готов.
creepy out here at
А
night,
ты с
is it?
Томасом ходи.
The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
Чё? О, блин, боец, чё ты тут боишься?
A little foreboding. Good for you.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as...
Ливневая ванна. Вон, пошли.
Incendio.
Вообще снежин заполнены. Надо
More
будет продавать.
cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no. Not this close to school, Amit.
Look, there's a table. I think you should be on it. Go on, try it out.
А как его использую?
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart.
Он здесь что-то надо сделать. Так.
Stargazing is all about patience and precision. I know it is nearly impossible to contain your excitement at a moment like this. Keep steady. Gentle adjustments. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Whatever you say, Amit. Whatever you say.
Oh, you wait. You are going to be quoted saying just that. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You're welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Да, не за что. Так. Что у нас тут есть? Так, что нам нужно сделать-то? Какое-то задание появилось? Это не здесь, что ли? Где задание-то? Ну, зелье невидимости, испытать его в деградации, грозовой напиток, сопротивление против врагов. Так, инвентарь. Что у нас в инвентаре? Снаряжение, значит. Что у нас тут? Нападение, защита. Ну давай. Так, что тут со шляпой? Так, тут что? Так, плащ. Так, вроде все. Таланты, значит, мне нужна скрытность еще. В ручей комнате что? Коллекции. Совиная почта. Так. Задание. Так, исследование. Исследование. Ага. Так. Значит, мне нужна выручая комната. Выручай комната. Переместиться. Так, сейчас мы учим непонятные свойства предмета одного. И посмотрим, что и как будет. Добудьте розовый напиток, испытайте его против врагов. Розовый напиток. Холксмит нам нужен тогда. Зелье, где у нас зелье? Зелье. Так, магазин одежды нет. Блять, где зелье-то? Ага. Так, и вот сюда переместиться. Так, сейчас, народик, я буквально покурить отойду и продолжим с вами с этого места. Ну, пару секунд подождите буквально.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Так, народ, давайте продолжать. А тут идти-то, в принципе, недалеко. А, вот как раз.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around.
Так, купить.
What can I do for you today?
Зелье невидимости нам нужно. Подожди тогда. Купить.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Наш зелье
I hope to see
невидимости.
you again. Farewell for now.
Опять всего в деле. И грозовой напиток. Грозовой
What can I do
напиток.
for you today?
Так, грозовой напиток, где он? А, нужно 1000, надо что-то продать. Пускай это будет. Так.
I hope to see you again.
Блин, грозовой
Farewell for
напиток,
now.
я думаю, забыл купить.
What can I do for you today?
Грозовой напиток. А, вот он.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Так. Теперь нужно зелье невидимости испытать сначала. Так. Зоны зелье невидимости. Ага, отлично. На врагов теперь нужно. Так, кто тут там? Грозовой напиток, да. Грозовой напиток сейчас... Блять. Грозовой напиток уже. Кстати, в деле нужно, значит. Давайте попробуем. Надо врагов найти только. А врагов должно здесь быть очень много. Где у нас враги-то? Куда все делись?
These rocks have seen better days.
Где напиток только что собой? Тьфу, враги точнее где? Враги должны быть он там.
I've always said that travel brought...
Где-то вот здесь. Так. ЛБ. Давай быстрее.
killed you with your skills. Oh, what's this brilliant?
Я же испытал его в деле. Чем мне не...
The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now.
Опять грозовой напиток. Так, ладно. Странно как-то. Я только что испытал на врагах вообще. Вот что. Счет не так, что ли, сделал? Давайте еще купим. Холк сюда. Мне нужно вот сюда такое, что переместиться. Грозовой напиток еще купить.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Well, do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. What can I do for you today?
Грозовой напиток купить.
Oh, wise decision. Thank you.
Опять грозовой напиток есть. Сейчас, так что я там делаю?
You! What do you think you're doing? What we think? You're a little son.
Potato! Yes.
Вот как надо было.
Your poach.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as I think. Off on another adventure, are we?
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage... practice here in the classroom. For your sake, it's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Ой, она слишком. Во, попали. Гриффиндор еще один.
Aloha, Mora.
Don't you see the romance of it all? You and I, we are the stuff of poems. Our love is the muse of 1,000 rhymes.
Саботирован.
Aloha, Mora.
Отлично. Открыли. Научился.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue pack.
Так, теперь что у нас по заданию? Испытание, задание. А, вот Себастьян. Так, я какой? 17 уже еще. Спорить.
There's something in there. I just know it.
Спорить, о чем спорить?
Incendio. Bingo. Bingo.
Русский не выучил.
I haven't heard any nasty comments lately. Not since you got me that.
Confringo. Bingo. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Подожди своей минуткой.
What are you up to now?
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse. Also known as the torture curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Теперь куда нам? Задание. 17. Позаботься Мандрагору. Взять магазин и поганки. Это в Хоксмиде опять. Где-то магазин поганки. Вместиться.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Come on inside. Oh, watch yourself, though.
Мандрагор,
Let's have you leave here alive.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oof. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. Suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Or if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
What do you have for sale?
Мандрагора мне нужна.
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? But your things will be safe with me until they're sold. Then you'll have to make do with money.
Блин, не хватит, да, на мандрагору? 800 нужно. А, мандрагора просто.
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
Против нескольких врагов одновременно.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
На врагах на любых, что ли? Не сказано как бы.
Castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Irondale's not half as tough as it sounds. I'm sure it'd be harder to kill a mooncar.
Assignment's all finished.
Potato.
Испытал, значит, оглушил, вторую также, наверное. А все-таки занятия травологии, ну, вот поехали. Фига себе пнул. Вау, и пойдем изучать снова урок.
Could be so interesting.
Прекрасно. Учить сейчас что-то будем же.
Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignment, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it.
Ну-ка, давай.
When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were specks of snoozewort.
Wingardium Leviosa. Я понял, поднимает предметы.
Done. Feel free to practice.
Ну, давай-ка попробуем, допустим, нету.
Leviosa, here are your things. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Теперь что у нас по заданиям? Где-то, знаете, около замка. О, Нати, давно с ней не встречались.
I've always said that travel broadens the...
Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Когда водокидабру мы изучим, мне интересно. Крутся вот там вот это все. Полетели. Вот эту мету улучшать будет сейчас. Скоро. Я точно не помню, где она улучшается. Надо летать будет. Потому что нам 2 улучшения для метлы осталось. И она будет супер скоростная. То сейчас ни о чем. Около замка Фалбартон.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
О, по этим путям, походу, поезд ездит. Хогвартс, который. Блин. Блин. Ладно, давайте другим путем пойдем.
Сиди, суп-то.
Так, сюда. Сюда. Ну тут-то можно летать. Ух ты ж, что это такое? На.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
Что они тут забыли? Не, ну машина прикольная. Такой таран. Себе выбранная. Так, 200. Так, сейчас залечу народ. Схожу кое-куда. И мы продолжим с вами с этого момента тогда. Давайте тогда прервемся на небольшую паузу. Вот. И через где-то вот минутку буквально мы с вами продолжим.